one of the key features of this is literally tracking and managing student learning at that operational content level. You've already highlighted some of the benefits of that. Do you see it helping communicating with students and parents as well?
Sure. I think that, in a sense, if you think back to when you were in elementary school and you had 25, 30 students in a classroom, but that elementary school teacher had those students from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, they're able to report out in much more fine detail to parents as to which particular skills the students have hit, which they mastered, need improvement and all that. That's not the way it works in high school. We send back a grade, and parents really don't necessarily know exactly, other than the percentage that was used to determine the grade. What does that really mean in terms of proficiency? Can my child really write? Can my child really do the kinds of things that I would expect a person at that grade level to be able to do? And that's not necessarily what an A, a B, or a C really means. And I think there's a lot more data that people can turn into useful information from the tracking records, not just teachers, not just students, but certainly parents as well. But I think what I've noticed with students, especially at the high school level, is by giving them increasing responsibility for their own development, having them take a look at the areas where they are deficient, and having them take a look at some of the options that you can plan, let's say on your teacher website. You can take a look at these standards. If you're weak in these areas, here's what I want you to do tonight. If you're weak in these areas, here's what I want you to do tonight. Get together and take a look at whether you got them right, whether you got them wrong, and what else do you still need to do. I think there's tremendous potential for differentiation, and especially, like I said, for the students to be able to take some additional responsibility for their own improvement, because they'll be very honest with you. And especially when you move away from the A, B, C, D model for every little thing that they do, and it's more about, hey, look, I'm not concerned about the grade right now. What I want to do is get the learning. And so I'd like to see the conversation change from, what's it going to take to pass this class to what's it going to take for me to learn the material. And that's a big shift. And I think this method would go pretty far in moving kids and teachers and even parents in changing that mindset.